Hey everybody, Mega Ruler 31 back here for FSI DFS. Welcome to day 165 of Major League Baseball. If you played every day of the season like I have, so we're already into our own postseason here, and we got 5 more days before we hit that Iron Man. So I got a nice 7-game slate here tonight. I know there's doubleheader for Monday Night Football, so it might take a lot of people's attention off this, but got some decent pitching, got some decent hitting situations. So let's get into it. We have the Cubs and the Marlins. Wade Miley and Edward Cabrera. Miley, since coming back from injury, is ramping up his pitch count. I don't mind him here, but hopefully he gets at least 85 pitches. Against the Marlins, they do have some strikeouts, so definitely like him here. But like Cabrera on the other side at 7.5 here. Without Suzuki in the lineup, and the Cubs have brought like Bote back, and some other guys have younger guys in the lineup here. There are some strikeouts here. Definitely, it's in Miami, which is a pitching park. So Cabrera, I think, makes a great SP2 for you if you want to pay down, if you're not going up and paying double for pitchers. Bat wise, I think they're both okay here. They're pretty cheap stacks on both sides of it. So, you know, just if you want some cheap fill-ins or some cheap stacks, I mean, it's a smaller slate, so I mean, pretty much you could probably play every single game. There's nobody that you're really going to fade, so that's the case there. But I think there's like a lot of value in this game, both in pitching and hitting, and I think that's where you can use it for to fill in the rest of your lineups. Next up, we have Houston and Tampa Bay, which it's weird because Houston's not favored in this game. Houston's a dog, which I mean, if you're betting, I think I'd bet on Houston. So you have Luis Garcia, I'm not interested in. He's struggled a lot, and Tampa Bay hasn't been great. Like Rosarina's still out of the lineup. It looks like Lau's still out of the lineup. I mean, Franco's back, but hasn't been great. So, but still, I don't like Garcia here, but I don't think I like necessarily like Tampa Bay to win the game. Rasmussen on the other side, he's okay at 9-1, and maybe he could have a really good game in a pitcher's park here, but Houston's just such a low strikeout, just such a high potential offense that I'm not super interested. I mean, especially some of these left-handed bats like Tucker and Alvarez. He had 3 home runs like 2 nights ago. It's just crazy. So there, maybe it's 3 nights ago. It was recently. It was over the weekend. So Rasmussen, I think you can use in GPPs, but just it's such a low total here. I think Houston would be my favorite GPP stack. Tampa Bay, I think, could also be a GPP stack. So other than that, not super interested in anything in this game. Yes, of course you can stack Houston, but I just go with the whole stack, or maybe take Alvarez or Tucker as like one-offs if you need somebody there. Next up, we have Detroit and the Baltimore Orioles. Tyler Alexander, no thank you. This Baltimore offense with the righties should get to him. Crush him. He's probably going to give up at least 3 or 4 runs. Tyler Wells on the other side. Is a good pitcher, young. He's still ramping up his pitch count too. So, I think we've seen him around like 65, 70 pitches. So if he maybe gets up to 75 against Detroit, it's a good matchup, definitely. But again, I think I'd rather take Cabrera in this range, but I think Wells and Miley with their potential under 85 pitches are definitely with their matchup in play here too. And if they do well and get left out there a little bit longer, then they definitely could pay off their price tags. Detroit's just a cheap team here, and Baltimore is probably my 3rd favorite stack behind San Francisco and Atlanta here, especially the right ones. Like Rushman, Aguilar should be in there if Mountcastle can't play. He's only 2.4, and he's righty against the lefty. And then McKenna, make sure if you're picking McKenna, like I made a mistake, I just put him in and didn't look fast. There's McKenna on Houston. It's also an outfielder. That's also 2K. That's not the one that you want to play. So just make sure it's Ryan McKenna from Baltimore. Nationals and Braves here. Corey Abbott, no thank you. Good young pitcher, but not right now, especially against the Braves with a 5.71 total, highest on the board. Kyle Wright on the other side has had his struggles, but I think against Washington is definitely my favorite pitcher in the mid-range today at just 8.8. So Washington is only a leverage stack. Braves are probably the second best stack on the slate here. Acuna has been heating up decently recently. Olsen, I love the lefty righty matchup here, and then like all the rest, like Harris if you can get up to him in the outfield, and I'm okay with like the other righty power bats like Swanson and Riley. So pretty much pretty good here stack here if you can get up to it, and like playing Cabrera, Miley, or Wells with a expensive SP1 is possible also, or even Wright as your SP1 um, makes it happen too. Great pitching matchup here. Scherzer coming back from the IL. He went through a rehab start. He should be perfectly fine. And he's the guy that if he can pitch, he'll be out there. And then Corbin Burns on the other side of here. I'm just gonna have to watch him. I have him as the top rated pitcher. I know the Mets are a hard lineup. I'm leaning maybe switching he and Scherzer here. I think maybe Max might be a better choice just because Burns, like Milwaukee is like in do or die mode here. They've got a good bullpen. So if Burns struggles at all, then you think he's got the quick, they've been quick to pull him a lot this year. So I think he's a good young pitcher, and if they're not going to make the playoffs, they're going to try to keep the miles off these arms and keep them ready for like next year and into the future. So bat wise, these are just total leverage plays. So you're probably going to have a low scoring, great pitchers duel here. So if you're stacking either team, just stack the full team and just hope if the pitcher has a bad night or something or gets a blister after the first inning. But both bullpens are decent too. So again, it's YOLO GPP stacks. Giants and Rockies, Junis against Cruel. Junis is decent, but I think he's still a fade here in Coors Field. And Cruel on the other side is probably one of the worst pitchers in baseball and in one of the worst pitching situations in baseball. So I love the Giants bats #1 stack. I know even though the lefties might get pitch hit for, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm still going to play them. They should probably put up enough against Cruel. And then the Rockies on the other side here. Big Man leading off is decent. I mean, you can play them. I think they're more of a GPP because there's like really between just McMahon and Toglia, there's really not many like lefties I think could take advantage of him. And the righties, I mean, Junis has been okay against. So it is Coors. The wind will be blowing at 5 miles per hour, and it's going to be 81 degrees, so warmer than normal. We've seen some nights where it's been 50 and 60, even over the summer there. So Rockies definitely in play for GPP stack. Arizona and the Dodgers here, Kelly and Kershaw. Kelly, I'm only interested in. The Dodgers did play like last night, so again, it's another night game, so it's not like it's a night game and a day game back to back. But they have clinched. They've got a sizable lead over for first place, best record in Major League Baseball. So they could be rotating guys in and out. Like I said, they shocked me a couple days ago on I think it was a Monday or Tuesday where they threw out their like spring training lineup there. So just watch the lineup. If it's a watered down lineup, then Kelly's definitely in play. He's had a solid season. If it's a full lineup, then it's probably gonna be a fade. And then Kershaw on the other side, he's been doing well recently, but again, they still pull him at like sometimes 85, 90 pitches, even though he's doing well. Does he do well enough against Arizona to pay off his 9.7? I'm not sure. I think he's more of a GPP option, prefer Scherzer or Burns. And then the Arizona bats, I think, make a GPP stack here or leverage stack if you think they stack up the righties here, and Kershaw just has a bad night. But again, Dodgers have a decent bullpen too. So that's pretty much what we have. So let's look at some lineups and get you on your way for your day here. Unfortunately, FanDuel is not up. Check the comments. Probably by the time you watch this video, I will have the builds there for you. But in cash, I'm taking Max and Cabrera. I'm taking the Giants, so Wade Jr., Crawford, Jock, and Yastrzemski. I didn't fill the rest out here because you can, if you punt catcher, and I think wins is like only 2K there. You're fine. I mean, you could put Flores in a second base. You can fill in with all 5. You can go Colorado guys here also, or then you can take like, Riley and Swanson here, or Acuna, Riley, or Swanson, then take a cheap one off for the rest of them here. At Baltimore, there's really not a second baseman I like, but you could probably take third base and when they're outfielders to fill it in. Dodgers, you could go like Betts and Muncy here and then take a value play for outfield. So there's so many different ways to go for that. In cash, GPP, give me Wright and Wells. You want to go Cabrera again here if you want to pay up, like if Kelly is in a good matchup, or you can do whatever. But I'm going to, if I play these 2 pitchers, I can pretty much get a full Braves and Baltimore stack in here. So Rutschman at first, hopefully Elgar is the first base. That opens up a lot. Second base, just have to figure out who you want there. Riley, Swanson, Acuna, and McKenna. Remember, make sure you don't take the Houston guy, take the 2K guy from Baltimore, and then you could probably get another Baltimore outfielder in here or Harris to finish your stack. So what I got for you, Mega Ruler 31. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. We love your interaction with us. It's been great this season. Met so many people, got a lot of great baseball minds out there interacting with us, helping us out, correcting us when we're wrong, which we appreciate too. So, helps us learn more about the players and situations and things like that. So very astute viewers, and really appreciate you still watching this deep into the season. You can hit me up at Twitter at Megaruler31. And for more information on FSI DFS and all that we've been covering, check out the details of the video. And if please like the video, subscribe to our channel so you know when our videos come out, and share with your friends. So good luck in your contest tonight. We'll see you next time.